I'm going to record from this chair because I can't stand that white wall anymore. As you can see, orange wall, nice red chair, so much improved. Okay, binder time again. So I thought I was done with the anything entering my cervix until the actual time of insemination. I was wrong, because today we did that again. Today was the sonohysterogram, or visualization of the inside wall of the uterus. Says this procedure is to rule out uterine cavity abnormalities such as polyps, fibroids, scar tissue, uterine septum, or bicornuate uterus that might interfere with pregnancy. Well, remember how I mentioned that the last doctor said he might have seen a polyp? Well, I have a polyp. So, hello, little text. So I will have to first have that removed before we can move forward with any of the conceptions type stuff. So my doctor's going to go on vacation for the next 2 weeks, which is fine because next week I have a belly dance performance I'm going to, and my mom's actually also going to London for 2 weeks, and the doctor's going away for 2 weeks, so they kind of coincided pretty well. So I'll be having to go under and have the polyp removed, and then we'll have to probably wait a cycle, and I don't know if by wait a cycle he means not this period but next period, or if it's still going to be, I don't know. I'm guessing we're going to no longer be able to do insemination by the end of June, though, and instead do it by the end of July, which is a slight bummer, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it's good to get this done and taken care of. Main reason he wants to get it removed before we go forward is because he, in general, when he sees a polyp, he thinks a potential miscarriage, so he just wants everything in there to be good and gone. So long as it's just the one polyp, it'll only be one cycle. If there are several smaller ones, we have to do a complete D&C, and then it'll be 2 cycles. So that'll be annoying. But at least, I say annoying, but for the most part, it's, doing everything at the pace that I've been doing it is fine. If there's slowdown, then there's slowdown. I mean, it doesn't really affect my life any. Now, the one thing that will affect my life is the fact that I'm going to have to stop going to the gym because I can't afford it. I had to take out a $20,000 loan to be able to pay for everything. And I'm going to get rid of you too, Brighton. You're going to go away. I love you, ish. But yeah, so it's like, this, it's not like because it'll take longer, there's more things I'll have to do between now and then. It just means there'll be a longer period of time where I haven't done anything, which is fine. But yeah, not being able to work out because I can't afford it, that's the main bummer. But I'll just sleep more, I guess. And I know how to eat right. And I have a treadmill if I really wanted to get on the treadmill, and if I was worried about, cardio and stuff like that. That's all stuff I can still do. It's just I will no longer be able to have my semi-personal trainer, which was amazing for the past year. But yeah, so that's where I am right now with this. And I don't even know what else I would be doing if we weren't stopping for surgery. So I'll know afterwards what comes next. I don't know if this was it, and then after this we would have started me on the Clomid, or if there were other things. I mean, I've had 2 things of lab work. I don't even know what the lab work was that we did yesterday. I didn't get up any paperwork with that one. I've done 2 fill my uterus with water tests. Really tired of those. Those are not fun. Though, the doctor I had today, I felt him, I pretty much didn't feel him at all, putting the catheter in, whereas the doctor I had yesterday, it's kind of like when you're drawing blood, you get that pinch. So whatever numbing solution or whatever else he used, my actual doctor did a better job of it than the other doctor. And still, even with the pinch, which is kind of like, this is the face you make the whole time. You're just like, you okay? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Whereas this doctor's like, okay. Mm. So, facial expression wise, it's about that different in feeling. But so yeah, that's where we are. We are now to what sounds like a really, really nasty surgery. It's like, yeah, we just shove all our tools and a telescope up into your uterus. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like a party! Yay! But at least apparently I'm only like slightly there, and maybe we'll like not even remember it, which would be great. And I've always wondered about those kind of things where it's like, all right, if you don't remember it, do you still actually live through it? Like, I mean, obviously you live through it, like being alive, but like the function of cognition, just because it's erased, does that mean there's no experience? Like, will I have, if I'm, awake, because I don't know if, like, they said I'll be breathing on my own. I'm like, well, okay, so, like, what level of under am I? Because I've had, like, my wisdom teeth taken out. I'm pretty sure I was breathing for my own for that. I was completely out. I don't think that was Twilight, because I remember falling asleep. But yeah, anyway, I'm just interested in how that cognitive back and forth goes. It's like, especially with, like, it's Twilight sleep or whatever it's called. It's like, do you first live through it and then forget it? Or because you've forgotten it, is it as though you hadn't lived through it? Stupid stuff that doesn't matter, but that I like to think about. And even living through it, I will still wonder if I, that part that I had memory of, why is that gone? And obviously my interest in this, if you know me as a writer, is why there's an entire book series that I've written, or should still be writing, as Noni loves to tell me, is about, that portion of memory, that, being able to do things and forget them, but not necessarily negating what you then did. Read my book. But so that's me. That's now. And yes, obviously I'm disappointed that we're not going to be able to move forward. Because, I mean, I'm not having second doubts, but there are those times where I'm here, shut up. Cell phones, am I right? But there are those times where you wake up and you're like, geez, if I have a kid, I'm not going to be able to, just wake up whenever I want to. And you start, thinking, oh, my life's so great the way it is, why would I want to change that? And then you have to kind of remind yourself, this is, for the future. You have a future, somebody you can, go out to eat with, future somebody you can travel with, somebody that you can share all your, knowledge and interests with, and kind of, put someone in the world that can learn from the knowledge that you've passed down for them, and, just creating better people in this world, because, good Lord, the voters of today, am I right? They are blowing me up. So, yep. So, it's almost like a Band-Aid. It's like I just want to be pregnant and be like, okay, so forget about all the nostalgia of what, single life was like. We are going forward. We are doing this because this is the life that we want to have when we are old. We want to have had, children and grandchildren, or at least a child and perhaps puppies even. I don't care. I want to be able to nurture something into, an adult and just see what happens. So yeah, right now, what I have, I'm gonna miss, but it's fleeting, and the good outweighs that. But like I said, the longer it takes, the more it's like, oh man, this is pretty awesome. It's pretty great. Why would I mess with this? Just rip it. Be done with it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go clean up my pigsty of an apartment because it is game night and I could use some gaming. So, love you, bye.